Hey everybody! Welcome to this insightful video where we talk about the unexpected twists and turns of life and how being prepared could just save your life. Let's delve into crucial facts you need to know. Picture this. You're out hiking, enjoying nature, and suddenly you encounter a snake. Your heart starts racing, your palms get sweaty. Knowing how to identify if a snake is venomous can be the difference between a quick scare and a trip to the ER. Venomous snakes, like rattlesnakes and vipers, often have a distinct triangular head, wider than their necks. Non-venomous snakes usually have round pupils, while venomous ones sport elliptical pupils. Finally, take a peek at their belly scales. If they're smooth and non-bifurcated, it's likely a venomous snake. Remember, it's always best to admire these creatures from a safe distance. We're all glued to our phones these days, scrolling through social media, texting, taking selfies. But here's the thing, that little device that connects us to everyone can also disconnect us from reality. Walking down the street, completely engrossed in our phones, can be quite dangerous. Imagine this, you're busy texting, not paying attention, and bam! You walk right into oncoming traffic. It's crucial to remember that our phones can wait. Our safety, however, cannot. So next time you're out and about, put the phone down, look up, and stay aware of your surroundings. Let's talk car safety. Adjusting your mirrors properly can significantly reduce the chances of a collision. Make it a habit to check and adjust your mirrors every time you get in the car. And remember, safety first. Those little things we often overlook can make a world of difference on the road. Winter, the season of cozy sweaters, hot chocolate, and bone-chilling cold. But with the right attire, you can conquer even the most frigid temperatures. Wool is your best friend. It's like a warm hug for your body, keeping you toasty and comfortable. Don't underestimate the power of layering. Start with a base layer of thermal underwear, add a cozy sweater or fleece, and top it off with a waterproof outer layer. Keep your head, hands, and feet warm with a hat, gloves, and warm socks. Remember, staying warm in winter is all about being prepared. With the right attire, you can conquer even the most frigid temperatures. Imagine this. You're on a plane and the unthinkable happens. The pilot announces an emergency water landing. Amidst the chaos, remember one crucial thing: when to inflate your life vest. Inflating your life vest inside the plane can hinder your exit. If the cabin starts to fill with water, an inflated life vest will push you towards the ceiling, making it difficult to swim out. Wait until you've evacuated the plane and are in the water before inflating your life vest. It's always better to be prepared for the unexpected. You're enjoying a meal with friends and suddenly someone starts choking. Choking is a scary situation, but knowing how to perform the Heimlich Maneuver can mean the difference between life and death. The Heimlich Maneuver involves applying quick upward thrusts to the abdomen, forcing air out of the lungs and dislodging the object. Performing the Heimlich Maneuver can seem intimidating, but it's easier than you think. There are plenty of resources available online and in your community where you can learn this life-saving technique. Knowing how to perform the Heimlich Maneuver can mean the difference between life and death. Allergies can be a real pain, literally. From sneezing fits to itchy eyes and hives, they can turn a perfectly normal day into a miserable one. Allergies can strike anytime, anywhere. One minute you're enjoying a peanut butter sandwich, the next you're struggling to breathe. If you know you have allergies, always carry your anti-allergy medication with you. Keep it in your car, at your desk, in your gym bag. You get the idea. Be over-prepared rather than under-prepared. Being prepared is crucial. Life is full of surprises, and sometimes those surprises can be intense. In survival situations, it's helpful to have a few tricks up your sleeve. Enter the Rule of 3, a set of guidelines that can help you prioritize your survival needs in an emergency. The Rule of 3 states that you can survive 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter in extreme conditions, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. Understanding these basic survival needs can help you stay alive long enough to get rescued. The kitchen, it's the heart of the home, where culinary masterpieces are created and delicious memories are made. But it's also a place where accidents can happen, especially when you're dealing with hot oil and grease. Grease fires, they're the stuff of nightmares. One minute you're sautéing vegetables, the The next, you're staring at a raging inferno in your frying pan. Never, ever throw water on a grease fire. Water and hot grease don't mix. Instead, starve the fire of oxygen. Cover the pan with a lid or a baking sheet, cutting off its oxygen supply and extinguishing the flames. Knowing how to handle a grease fire can prevent a minor mishap from turning into a major disaster. Let's talk about a situation we hope to never encounter but should be prepared for: a stabbing incident. If someone's been stabbed, the first thing you should do is not pull out the object. It might seem counterintuitive, but pulling out a sharp object from a wound can cause more harm. That object is actually helping to control the bleeding by applying pressure to the wound. Focus on stabilizing the object and controlling the bleeding. Apply pressure around the wound, but never directly on the object itself. Knowing what to do in such a situation can potentially save a life. Fasten your seatbelts and get ready for takeoff, folks, because we're about to delve into the world of plane safety. Flying is statistically one of the safest modes of transportation, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. So next time you're on a plane, pay attention to those in-flight safety briefings. Those flight attendants are like walking, talking safety manuals. They know their stuff. Flying is statistically one of the safest modes of transportation. Let's talk about fire safety, because when it comes to fires, every second counts. If you ever find yourself in a smoke-filled room, get down low and crawl to safety. Smoke rises, so staying low to the ground will help you breathe cleaner air and increase your chances of escaping unharmed. Think of it as a real-life game of the floor is lava, but with much higher stakes. We live in a world where we're constantly surrounded by people, on the streets, in stores, at events. But amidst the hustle and bustle, it's easy to feel lost in the crowd, especially in an emergency situation. In a crowd, it's easy for responsibility to become diffused. Everyone assumes someone else has already called for help, so no one takes action. It's a phenomenon known as the bystander effect. To break through the bystander effect, be direct. Single out one person, make eye contact, and ask them specifically to call 911. Ensuring that someone gets the help they need is crucial. Sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we need to protect ourselves, and in those moments, having a few self-defense tricks up our sleeve can make all the difference. A flashlight can be a powerful tool for self-defense. It's small, portable, and readily available. If you're ever approached by an attacker, shining a bright light directly into their eyes can momentarily disorient them, giving you a chance to escape. It's a simple yet effective technique that can buy you precious time to run, call for help, or attract attention. Having a few self-defense tricks up our sleeve can make all the difference. Fires can happen anytime, anywhere. And when they do, knowing what to do and how to react can mean the difference between life and death. Always be aware of your surroundings. When you're in a building, take note of the fire exits, the fire alarm pull stations, and the fire extinguisher locations. It might sound like a lot to remember, but in an emergency situation, you'll be glad you paid attention. Knowing what to do and how to react can mean the difference between life and death. We carry so much stuff in our wallets and purses: credit cards, loyalty cards, photos of our loved ones, receipts from that impulse purchase we made last week. But amidst all the clutter, there's one item that should always have a place of honor: a personal ID with our medical information. In an emergency situation, time is of the essence. Having a readily accessible ID with your name, emergency contact information, and any medical conditions or allergies can provide vital information to first responders. It's a simple step that could potentially save your life. Think of it as an insurance policy for your well-being. And there you have it, 16 facts that could transform a threatening situation into a manageable one. Take care and stay safe.